Hello, I'm Jason with One Path Coaching. This is the third video in my work-life video series. This video is going to be about working from home. Those that are working from home or those that may be working from home, whether you're getting hired or your job is transitioning. Um, there's a lot of positives around working from home. You control that work-life balance. Something that's very positive is that you don't have a commute. You have that time that you could reinvest within yourself. Some of the positives are you can control your environment, whether it's the temperature. Some businesses run very cold and some people don't like that, so they have to wear sweaters and things of that nature. So at home you could set that temperature the way you like it and you control that. Noise, offices, there's always a lot going on. You can control that level for the most part at your house. Lighting, whether you like light or dark, what's best for you. So you can really just tune in your work environment. So that's a positive for sure. The ability to set up your workspace the way you like it. A lot of companies are very flexible in what they allow you to put up. However, when you're at home, you could really design that so it's the most conducive to your mental health and your productivity at work as well. There's downsides, of course. Right now, working from home, there's social isolation. You're not around people as much. Some people, that's very important. For all of us, though, we do enjoy being around our peers. It's a positive thing. However, that's something that work from home doesn't allow a lot for. You can blur the lines. Earlier I was saying about the work-life balance, and ideally, yes, it's great to do that. However, we can also find ourselves, I'm just going to check this one last thing. Oh, I just need to pop in real quick, and not have that situation. One of the keys is when you're off, be off. We're also a lot more sedentary now, for the most part, in working from home. At the office, you might find yourself going on break, going to lunch, jumping up and going over to see what people are doing, just kind of stretching your legs as it goes. But working from home, we tend to get kind of locked in, and so we sit a lot more. So that's something that we have to be aware of as well. Also, we can put more pressure on ourselves, with not being sure what's going on, maybe not getting as much feedback as we're used to. Everyone's putting a lot of pressure on themselves. People really want to do a good job and they really want to make this work. So that could also lead to more pressure. Also, like I said, the feedback, when you're in an office, there's usually what we call a cadence of accountability. We check in every week or we check in every so many days or whatever that is. Now with working from home, maybe that gets pushed a little bit because everyone's kind of out of sight, out of mind to an extent. So that's something to be aware of, is that you might not get the feedback. So, the recommendation is ask, reach out and let's say, hey, I know we have our check-ins normally, but can we just chat? What's going on? Also, unknown future, working from home. Is there going to be a pay cut? Some companies are talking about people coming back to the office. Some companies are talking about taking a pay cut if you continue to work from home. That's still going to be seen, though. So that's an unknown. That really affects your life as far as, do I have to go back to the office? Am I going to take my livelihood, going to take a pay cut? So that's something to be aware of as well, that's an added stress, something as well for working from home. So a lot of things going on. There's some techniques, some recommendations of what you can do to support yourself and support your mental health through all this. Get outside. That's a great thing. Go out, and some people have snow, some people have nicer weather like we do here in California. Whatever it is, whatever it looks like for you, whether it's taking a safe drive or just getting out in the area where you live, just get outside and get some fresh air. Arranging meetups, whether you can do that in person safely or virtually, having something, a non-business specific meetup with your friends, and just interact and just kind of be as social as possible, make things happen, reach out to people. They have technology now that you can watch a movie together virtually. So that's a lot of fun. I've done that myself a few times, and it's very interesting, and it still has that social environment, but you're in your own homes. Setting boundaries is very important, for physical and mental. So you want to set boundaries as far as when you're off, and really have a schedule. And if you're going to be off work, be off. Easier said than done at times, I realize that. However, if you set that intention, it makes it a lot easier. Also talking about physical boundaries, if it's possible, have a door that you can close to your office, or have a curtain you could put up to guard that space. So when you're off, you're not looking at, oh, there's my office, there's my desk, that reminds me, I've got to look this up tomorrow, whatever. So that's something that can be very important, is to have a way to shut that off either way you can. Something that's very important too is exercise, getting out and moving. We talked about earlier about being sedentary. Just being physical can help. It could also be something that's a little bit social too, whether you can do that in person or somewhere you can do like an online class. I know people that take yoga online, so it's a group class. They can see their friends and the people that they usually take the class with and interact with the instructor, and it's good exercise as well. So movement is very important. Being able to do something to keep you active is very important. So I'm Jason with Path Coaching, and hope you have a great day.